Good morning, third graders. This is Ms. Marks with this week's lesson on digital citizenship. All third graders will be doing the same lesson this week because this is an unplugged activity that we would normally be doing in class, but the paper activities that we normally complete will be done in OneNote, and I'll explain that when we get to the end. Digital citizenship is when you're going to compare and contrast the responsibilities to your online and offline communities, understand what kind of information you can put them at risk, put you at risk for identifying theft and other scams, reflect on characteristics that make someone an upstanding citizen, and devise resolutions for digital dilemmas. So a digital citizen is someone who acts safely, responsibly, and respectfully online. There is a video, but I will do that one at the end. Personal versus private. What kind of information do you think are okay to share publicly online or in a profile that others will see? And what are some examples of websites where you must register in order to participate? Things that you can share online are private or personal things, but not private. Personal being your favorite color, your favorite music, your favorite actor. Private being only specifically to you in your entire life. What kind of information websites do you think that require information? Why do you think it's required? It's important to know that sharing some forms of information can put you at risk. And please note that not all fields on a web page are required. Only ones with the star or the red are required. If they're not required, you don't have to fill it out, so don't do it. Safe information would be things like your favorite food, your opinion. When it's done respectfully, once again, don't sit there and badmouth, trash talk other people, but you can give your opinion fairly. And your first name only with permission of your parents. You are still minors, which means you are under the age of 21 or 18. So you have to make sure that you are giving out information with their permission. Unsafe or private information are things like your mother's maiden name, your social security number. That's like your student number, your N number, which is why I'm always telling you to keep it private. But this one is given to you by the federal government, and it follows you from birth until your death. The date of your birth, that's very private too, as well. Your parents' credit card information. I hope you don't know that information, but if you happen to know it, please don't give it out to people. And in reality, think about it, your phone number. That is considered private information. And you really should think about who you would tell that information to. Some people will actively try to get you to share this kind of information so that they can use it to take over your identity. Once the thief has taken someone's identity, he or she can use that person's name to get a driver's license or to buy things. Even the person whose identity they stole isn't old enough to do these things yet. It's often not until much later that people realize that their identity has been stolen. Identity thieves may also apply for credit cards in other people's names and run up big bills that they don't pay off. Identity thieves often target children and teens because they have clean credit history and their parents are unlikely to be aware that someone's taking over their child's identity. So please be careful. Don't go around telling people all this information because it can put you at risk. Okay, the video, that's basically the whole thing. Making sure that you keep things personal and private. Here is your BrainPOP video. It's on online safety. I'm going to put that into Google because, reality, Google doesn't, and that way my password's in there. Remember if you have your own personal, personal BrainPOP, that's great, that's fine, but please keep in mind, I'm looking for the answers in my page, not yours. So here is your video. It is called, I'm not going to show it here. It's called Online Safety. It's in BrainPOP. Just type in here, Online Safety, you can get it. Watch your video, and then you're going to do a quiz and another sheet, in your OneNote. Talk to you later. Bye.